A very good morning to viewers all across the world. Welcome to your poetic interlude on the weekend show. My name is Emeka Ozurumba, and today I'm going to be reciting the piece I title, The Good Voice. And now in the heart of every man, there are two voices, and we have that choice, either to listen to the good voice or to listen to the bad voice. And of course, taking the bad voice will only decimate the equity of a nation. The good voice shows empathy toward the rule of law. The good voice solidifies the stanchions for true democracy. The good voice is accountable for all institutions of justice. And what voice must we listen to build our nation? We must listen to the good voice, the voice of reason. The good voice, the voice of charity, the voice of peace, the voice of unity, the voice of transparency, the voice of equality, the voice of goodwill motives toward the development of our nation. The other voice is the voice of a barbarian, the ones whose malicious will are imposed upon others, the voice that sneezes and the masses catches cold, the voice of barbaric judges who impinge on the rights of the innocent by law, the voice of barbaric senators who only senate their pockets, the voice of barbarous leaders who embezzle the welfare of the people. The other voice of evil is indeed gruesome, and how further are these lot from wild beasts, and the barbaric duly believe in their barbarism, in things like archaic and non-sustainable models of government, even though there are more mitigated models to abrogate the reign of poverty. The bad and false voice is only a biased symposium based on the trivialities of recurrent lies. The bad voice is the blood-drunk voice in the morose quest to domineer the world, subjecting others to peasantry and mendicantism. What is life to monsters who infringe on the civil rights of others? The bad voice in governance accedes to the medicine after their theory. And does Nigeria need to crumble before we realize we need a restructuring? We need to reform and restructure our nation in all variances for the portraitures of true freedom. We need reforms in our schools, in our public health care facilities, on our roads, in our constitution, in our mannerisms of legislatures. We do not need the reiteration of a vicious system constituted on porous ambiguities that eviscerate our quest for peace and legitimacy of credibility. We need to listen to the good voice of peace and unity, of integrity and strength in character and moral imbues, in solidifying the radars of constitutionalism. We need not be incarcerated in a civil jail due to the fascism of tyranny and feudalism. And we need a society that can cater for our needs, be it the cost for industrialism and technological advancement, be it for the bedrock to foster our nationalism. The good voice is the one we are yet to explore as a people. But the good voice is always based on fair judgment, while the bad voice is what our society has become, congealed from the congenials of the conjecture. Why shouldn't we use proactive measures to forecast harbingers that will deteriorate our nation? Why shouldn't we make the ambit of our constitution only on vague encumbrances interpreted only to favor the rich and the affluent? Why should we? Why should we have laws that disfavor the oppressed? Why can't we make laws built on social development in the proclamation of the clarion call to nationalism? It's time now for the good voice, the just voice, the voice that takes realistic steps into creating a better environment, the voice that secures the hopes of our nation. The good voice is the only voice in procuring proactivity in rebuilding our country. And it's time we give in to the good voice to steer us toward the path of peace. My lovely audience all across the world, I hope you have enjoyed listening to your Poetic Interlude the Weekend Show. I just want you to continue watching the program. We have a lovely political segment coming up for you on The Weekend Show.